rolling, guys?
I'm rolling.
We are rolling.
Okay. Hi, this is Kat. You're watching AZ Live TV News, and we are here with Tucson Mayor Jonathan Rothschild in City Hall today. And we haven't talked to you for about a year, Mayor. We'd love to hear an update from you on how things are going with the city. We know there's lots of challenges. You stay busy. And of course, business development, we're very interested in that. So let us know what's going on here.
Well,
with some of your initiatives.
Sure. With business development, we kind of try to concentrate on the 5 T's, which is technology, trade, transportation, teaching, and tourism. And there's activities in all those areas. With technology, one of the things that we're finding is that we need to get our students who are either at PEAM or the U of A or in the schools into jobs. And so we're trying to find ways to link the schools with the employers. And we're doing a couple of things. We're creating internship programs, which is really helpful. And we've gotten the schools, both the university, PEMA, and the districts to create kind of a template program for internships. And so that's really important. Working a lot with the young entrepreneurs. Startup Tucson and Thrive have gotten some large grants, some great young ideas coming out of this community and hopefully into the world and hopefully bringing money here. And with trade, of course, constantly trying to work with our friends in Mexico. Just got an MOCO last week, meeting with some of their chambers there, talking about air flights, still working to get those flights to Guaymas and to Hermosillo, and really just keeping those relationships and letting people know that we want their business here and that we're happy to come and share our business in Mexico. That's a big thing for us. Transportation, a little bit longer term. We have the $100 million road bond going. Hopefully you've noticed that some of our roads are better.
Yeah, and they're definitely getting worked on.
And getting worked on, and some we need to get more work on. But in looking at the big roads like the I-19 and the I-10, working with the state and the federal government to basically pay attention to us to get it so our roads are the way they need to be so that people can get travel through here for their logistics quickly, and that'll help our whole region. Tourism, all sorts of things going on. I kind of consider downtown to be now kind of a tourist destination, even if you're coming from a little further north. And so all the activity, all the festivals. We're going to have a jazz festival starting January 15th, 28 shows coming from all over the country, plus a lot of local acts, trying to bring people into town. The Gym Festival is coming up. It'll be different this year because we've got the streetcar, and it should be a pretty big party. So all of that is great. And then, of course, finally teaching. You've got to have an educated population to attract businesses, to keep businesses. So we do all sorts of programs to try to get young people literate, to bring dropouts back to school. So all of that keeps us busy.
Absolutely. Do you have any initiatives that you are planning in 2015? Anything new coming up that you want to let people know about?
Well, some of the things that we're working on, continue to work on, for instance, the getting our homeless veterans into housing. I got a report yesterday that said we had, in the 11 months we've been doing this, we've housed 838 formerly homeless veterans, which I take as a great accomplishment, and it's a community accomplishment. We'll be continuing that in the next year.
That's great. I know that's close to your heart.
It is close to my heart. Next year, it's a veterans initiative, but you have Veterans Day, right? We're going to have Veterans Weekend, and we're going to expand a whole series of programs in the downtown area and around the city for veterans to really show our support. On the economic development side, some initiatives we're going to be looking at is something called sector partnerships, where we take, whether it's in the health field or the water field or aerospace, and bring the folks in town who are working on those things and put them at a table and have them meet on a monthly basis to exchange ideas and see how we can grow their sectors in this community. So there's everybody brings good ideas, and we try to do as many as we can. The ideas that seem to work are the ones where there's a number of people who want to work on them, and where we can, quite frankly, go out and raise a little funds to help us get it done.
Absolutely. I love that idea of sector partnerships.
Yeah, it's a good one.
I think that's great.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Well, as you know, there's breaking news. Today, President Obama has signed an executive immigration order, and that is something, of course, that it impacts our area of the country probably even more than most areas.
Yep.
Is there any comment that you care to make on that?
Yeah, I think the president is trying to address a problem that we all know has long been in place. Our immigration system has not been adjusted in many, many years. Last year, the United States Senate passed a comprehensive immigration bill. I think everybody's recognizing the need for reform, except apparently for a majority in the House of Representatives. I know they've been critical of what the president is doing, the early comments, but I think what the president is saying is, look, I'm going to do what I can to solve this problem. If you want to get to full comprehensive reform, come sit at the table with me. And it's clearly something we need to do. Everything I see says that to bring folks out of the shadows, to let them work within the system where they're paying taxes and where they feel like they can go to school helps. When we prioritize people who are crossing the border committing real criminal acts, bringing drugs or doing things as opposed to status crimes, that's going to help the system. So we'll see how it works. I'm sure it's going to play out for the remainder of the president's administration. But I think what we all want is to get to comprehensive immigration reform.
I agree with that. Well, thank you for that comment. Is there anything else you'd like to leave our viewers with on AZ Live TV?
No, just keep up the good work, and we'll see you around downtown, I know, and keep being a good part of our community.
Well, thank you so much. Mayor Jonathan Rothschild, City of Tucson, AZ Live TV News. Thank you.